millet flour, millet flour, millet flour, oat flour, oat flour, oat flour. What? I need steel oats. I did myself a favor and put on the back of the jar 1 cup yield 2 flour, so that way I would know that 1 cup of grain equals 2 cups of flour. I put my 2 cups of flour in this nifty difty pitcher, and one thing that they tell you, oh fudge, I can't remember whether you turn the machine on before or after you put in the oats. So give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail and I'll be right back. The nifty difty husband reminded me greatly that the machine has to be on before you put, oh wait, I'm so stupid. It clearly says turn on before filling. See, the machine, this is why I got this machine, because it's self-explanatory. Even if it takes me a minute. So, I'm going to turn the machine on. Now, I'm warning you, it's loud, but I've heard that other machines are louder. I'm stopping it because if you get one of these, make sure you hold on to it when you start it, because if you don't, the machine will fly. Don't ask me how I know. Alright, so that was very quick. I just put 2 cups of steel oats into the machine and we're going to see what happened. Spoiler alert, it turned it into flour. Okay. What I'm going to do is flip up the tube and try to tap a little bit because there's still some flour in there. And this is why I don't mix my grains. I mean, in terms of gluten grains and gluten-free grains, because you could never clean all the gluten grains out of this machine for it to be gluten-free, for the gluten-free grains. Alright, so what we're going to do is take the lid off and show you what we got if I don't make a huge mess. And I managed to not make a huge mess. And look at that. I can't share smell with you, but it smells delicious. It is really nice and warm. And it's a nice flour texture, and it's going to make really nice pancakes. What I'm going to do is put it in this jar, but first off camera, I'm gonna put 12 tablespoons of this in those other jars. Alright, so now I'm going to put the flour that I have left in my mason jar. As you see, I have now filled up my mason jar. Because I was almost out of the oat flour, I of course had to dip out of this, so I was not able to fill up my jar all the way, but that's okay. I already have 4 servings of pancakes ready, so I won't have to go into this until I'm ready for my 5th batch of pancakes. So now we just have to get the millet flour going. Alright, so we're going to try to get this attached again. I managed to do it that time without losing the filter on the inside. It's attached. Next up is my millet. If you've never heard about millet, I'm finding it to be a lovely grain. I love the taste of it. But millet is a whole lot more expensive than oats, so that's why I use a lot of oat flour and less millet flour. And I'm a wimp. I can't open the jar. I know why I can't open the jar. It's because it's vacuum sealed. Quick time out while I go get some assistance.
Hog smash! Voila!
Thank you very much, Hulk. Alright, so now let's get our millet grain started. Turn on my machine. It is important to let the machine go down completely before detaching the flour canister from the machine. Don't ask me how I know. Try not to make a mess. And there is my millet flour, and it is also pretty. It's a little yellower than the other flour. Yeah, yellower, more yellow. Now it's time to put the millet flour into the millet flour container. And it filled up my millet flour container just fine. Since I only used 2 tablespoons of millet flour per pancake, this will last me a little bit. That's the only reason I don't make more of it. Not sure exactly on the prices, but if I go to Sprouts and get steel oats, sometimes I can get them on sale for 69 cents a pound. But the millet is more like $1.29 a pound. That's why I use more oat flour. So now you have seen how the WonderMill works and how I use it to make my flour for my oat millet pancakes. I made my own flour. Now, I'm actually going to make 4 cups of flour because I'm going to need it. It may not fit in my mason jar. Oh no! Flub! If you want to know what that was, it was my oat flour I had left spilling everywhere. Take 2. I will clean the mess up later. Alright, so if you like pancakes as much, ooh, that's really close. Subscribe! Please subscribe to my channel. Is April the Giraffe still pregnant? I think she is.